attracting over half of the world's tourists every year. Europe is home to some of the most important, impressive, and influential cities on earth. Lying between the Atlantic Ocean, the Mediterranean Sea, and the vast Asian landmass. Renowned around the world for their age-old historic sites and fabulous arts and architecture. Europe's cities are really a delight to visit, as its 44 different countries are all home to a lot of people, languages, and cultures. Europe's cosmopolitan cities all have their own unique flavor and identity. Here is a look at 25 best places to visit in Europe. Number 25, Dublin, the capital of the Republic of Ireland. Dublin is home to almost half of Ireland's population. It is noted for its magnificent history and heritage, as well as its fun and festive nightlife, lying on the banks of River Liffey. So whether it's history, architecture, or literature that piques your interests, or you're most focused on food and spirits, there's plenty to keep you busy on your next trip to Dublin, as it is famed for its nightlife and drinking culture. Many people also stop by the Irish Whiskey Museum and the Guinness Storehouse. Going out at night in Temple Bar is a must. In any one of its packed pubs, Dublin's friendly locals are sure to give you a hearty welcome. Number 24, Copenhagen. This beautiful city is capital of Denmark and most populous city of Denmark. Over the centuries, its strategic location has seen the sleepy fishing village slowly turn into the cool, sophisticated, and happening city it is today. The city's museums are also noted for their extensive collection of Viking artifacts and artwork from around the world. Widely considered to be one of the best places to live in the world. Number 23, Edinburgh. Edinburgh is one of the United Kingdom's most beautiful cities, moody and magical in equal measure. Its grand Georgian buildings, Gothic churches, and of course Edinburgh Castle, sprawl dramatically atop of rocky hills and craggy cliffs. It is this epic landscape that makes it so fascinating to explore, with the lively Royal Mile attracting lots of visitors due to its many cafes, shops, and restaurants. Long renowned for its contributions to arts, literature, philosophy, and science. Number 22, Brasov. Brasov is a city in the Transylvania region of Romania. It's known for its medieval Saxon walls and bastions, the towering Gothic-style Black Church, and lively cafes. With epic Transylvanian castles and ski resorts also lying nearby, Brasov is definitely worth visiting if you have the chance. Number 21, Budapest. Consisting of the two historic cities of Buda and Pest that lie across the Danube from each other, Hungary's capital is undoubtedly one of Europe's most beautiful cities, as it was the home of the Hungarian kings of old and the capital of Austro-Hungarian Empire. Lots of majestic buildings and impressive monuments lies on the streets. Of these, the Parliament building is one of its main attractions for its gorgeous Gothic-style architecture and colossal size. Budapest is known for its unique bars, which makes for some great nightlife. With so much for you to see and do, it's easy to see why it is such a population destination. Number 20, Bruges. Bruges, the capital of West Flanders in northwest Belgium, is distinguished by its canals, cobbled streets, and medieval buildings. A very romantic place to visit. Checking out its fantastic museums, sampling one of Belgium's famous beers at one of the cafes restaurants is also a must. Number 19. Belgrade. Located at the confluence of Danube and Sava rivers, Belgrade's strategic setting has seen it fought over, invaded, and destroyed countless times over its history. The city exhibits a wide range of different architectural styles and historical sites. In addition to its large and impressive fortress, there are lots of delightful churches for you to check out, with the colossal temple of Saint Sava being the highlight of the lot. You can also find a number of prairie parks for you to relax and unwind, with a lively cafe culture for you to delve into and lots of nightclubs on offer. Belgrade is justifiably considered to be Southeastern Europe's party capital. All in all, the capital of Serbia certainly is worth stopping by. Number 18. Seville. Seville is an incredible place with a rich history, heritage, and culture to explore. Despite being steeped in history, the city is a very happening place with lots of fun and festive flamenco bars for you to check out. The best times to visit are during Feria de Abril and Semana Santa, when two Spain's most eminent festivals take place. Seville is famous for its flamenco dancing and architectural designs. It is the largest city in southern Spain. Number 17. Venice. Unlike any other place on earth, everything in the city of canals shimmers before your eyes with breathtakingly art and architecture wherever you look. Set across 118 small islands, which are linked by over 400 bridges. The city boasts a myriad of charming canals, grand palaces, and epic old churches. One of the world's greatest and most unique cities. Venice needs to be seen to be believed, and it is one of the main highlights of any trip to Italy. Number 16. Tallinn. Tallinn, Estonia's capital on the Baltic Sea, is the country's cultural hub. The city showcases a wide range of different architectural and cultural influences due to its proximity to not only to Scandinavia and Russia, but Central Europe too, fought over for centuries by larger European powers. The critical Baltic seaport is now one of the prettiest and most well-preserved cities in the region. Number 15. Stockholm, the capital of and largest city in Sweden. Stockholm is scenically set on 14 islands, with glistening waterways and green spaces wherever you look. Besides wandering around the old town's charming cobble streets, it is well worth stopping by some of its many museums. These offer a captivating look into everything from art and arbor to spirits and the Vikings, with lots of live music and a pounding nightclub scene for you to delve into. Stockholm has it all. Number 14. Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital and largest city of Poland. The metropolis stands on the river Vistula in east central Poland. Having been bombed to the ground during World War II, Warsaw has seen an impressive revival in recent decades. It is now one of Europe's largest and liveliest metropolises. Besides its cheap and cheerful milk bars, which are a throwback to the communist times, Warsaw also boasts an increasing number of chic vodka bars and trendy nightclubs. Poland's capital is an increasingly popular tourist destination. Number 13. Lisbon. Lisbon is Portugal's hilly coastal capital city. Lisbon is a delight to behold. defined by its hilly landscape. While much of Lisbon was leveled in the disastrous earthquake of 1755, it still exhibits lots of architecture and important landmarks. With fun-filled music nights and a plethora of delicious local dishes such as bacalhau to sample, it's no wonder that in recent years, Lisbon has seen a surge in the number of tourists visiting. Number 12, Athens. Considered by many to be the birthplace of Western civilization, it is in Athens that some of the world's most influential philosophers and thinkers once resided. Renowned figures such as Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates hailed from the city. The city is lively yet laid back at the same time. Wandering through its cafe-strewn streets is a great way to take in the ambience. Number 11, Vienna. One of the greatest and the most elegant cities in Europe. Vienna's impressive imperial legacy really does make for a marvelous sight. Once the seat of the Habsburgs and capital of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, wealth and riches poured into Vienna for centuries. This fueled the building of majestic palaces and parks, monuments and museums. Many of them are found along the Ringstrasse, which encircles the city center, known as the City of Music. Vienna is famed for its composers, and watching a performance in the gorgeous Vienna State Opera makes for an unforgettable experience. Number 10, Berlin. Germany's capital of cool. Berlin boasts some of the best and most accepting nightlife around, with lots of pounding bars and trendy clubs for you to try out. In recent years, the city has changed and evolved at a rapid pace, with new buildings springing up everywhere. This is because lots of empty spaces were left following Berlin's heavy bombing during the Second World War. As it is very multicultural, Berlin's culinary and cultural scenes are particularly worthwhile diving into. A very welcoming place. The capital accepts everyone and caters to all interests. Number 9, Dubrovnik. Dubrovnik is a city in southern Croatia, fronting the Adriatic Sea. It's known for its distinctive old town, encircled with massive stone walls, completed in the 16th century. While it can get overwhelmed with tourists, there is a reason why so many people flock to Dubrovnik. Surrounded by glimmering waters with lots of lovely nature nearby, it is Croatia's prime destination. Number 8, St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is a Russian port city on the Baltic Sea. It was the imperial capital for 2 centuries, having been founded in 1703 by Peter the Great. It has many world-class attractions. However, the Hermitage Museum stands head and shoulders above the rest and should not be missed out on. As St. Petersburg is renowned for its performing arts, no visit can ever be complete without watching one of its divine ballets, concerts, or operas. Number 7, Barcelona. Blessed with a warm and inviting climate, the sunny seaside city of Barcelona is a very pretty and pleasant place to spend some time. It is the capital and the largest city of the autonomous communities of Catalonia, as well as the second most populous municipality of Spain. Barcelona's arts and culture scene is just as vibrant. Its fabulous museums and galleries are full of fine artworks by Catalan masters such as Dali and Miro. Besides this, the city is also known for its famous soccer team and notoriously lively nightlife. Number 6, Amsterdam. Amsterdam is the Netherlands capital. known for its artistic heritage, elaborate canal system, and narrow houses, with gabled facades, legacies of the city's 17th century golden age. On top of all its majestic architecture, the Netherlands capital also boasts of fascinating museums. The Van Gogh Museum and Rijksmuseum attract a lot of visitors with their amazing artworks. A very tolerant and progressive place. Amsterdam has also been known for its pounding nightlife. One of the best times of year to visit is on King's Day, when the whole city is coated in orange and everyone takes to the streets to celebrate the monarch's birthday. Number 5. Istanbul. Istanbul is a major city in Turkey that straddles Europe and Asia across the Bosphorus Straits. Its old city reflects cultural influences of many empires that once ruled the city. Due to its strategic location, trade, and wealth, people flocked to the streets. As a result of these majestic monuments, such as the elegant Hagia Sophia, sprung up showcasing the city's power and prestige. These can be seen in the abundance of artworks and architectural wonders that can be spied around the center. Nowadays, it is the largest city in the whole of Europe, with over 15 million people to be found within its confines. Make sure to visit the Grand Bazaar, where you'll be greeted with all kinds of intoxicating sights, sounds, and smells from the souk to get a taste of old Istanbul. Number 4. London. One of the most famous and iconic cities in the world. London has been a trendsetter when it comes to popular culture. London has appeared in so many movies, with Big Ben being just one of its main attractions. Its landmarks are instantly recognizable. The United Kingdom's capital has a thriving arts and culture scene for you to delve into, with most of its museums being free to the public. Very multicultural. Its fabulous diversity is proudly on display wherever you go, as is evidenced by the endless array of brilliant cafes, restaurants, and bars. On top of all this, London has some of the best shopping in Europe. Whether it's sports or theater that you're into, or architecture, musicals, and the royal family. In London, there is truly something for everyone to enjoy. Number 3. Prague. Prague, with its magnificent old town, is a mesmerizing place to wander around. Prague, capital city of Czech Republic, straddling the banks of the Vistula River. Prague, nicknamed the city of 100 spires, crowded with tourists. Exploring its ancient cobbled streets is a must if you ever visit, with Charles Bridge being one of its main highlights. Its main sites are the majestic castle and cathedral that are perched dramatically atop a hill overlooking the city, with some interesting statues and art installations scattered around town, and lots of hearty local cuisine and Czech beers for you to sample. Prague is certainly worth visiting. Number 2. Paris. Paris, France's capital, is a major European city and a global center for art, fashion, gastronomy, and culture. Chic, stylish, and sophisticated, Paris has long been famed for its beauty and is one of the most popular cities to visit in Europe. The city is full of outstanding artworks and architecture, with fantastic statues and sculptures found alongside Art Nouveau and wrought iron masterpieces, such as the Eiffel Tower. The tower boasts the largest art museum in the whole wide world. With so many treasures for you to discover and delight in, Paris is to be savored slowly, just like a fine French wine. Number 1. Rome. Rome is the gift that keeps on giving. with millennia-old archaeological sites, historic ruins, and iconic landmarks laying around literally every corner. It was once the center of the world's greatest civilizations ever. The city remarkably has over 3,000 years of history for you to delve into. Of its many monuments, the Colosseum is arguably its most famous and impressive. Venture into the Vatican museums and you risk never leaving. Such is abundance of incredible artworks, paintings, and sculptures on show. Although it is steeped in history, Italy's capital is a happening place with bars and restaurants wherever you go.